Show. As y'all see on the title, it is story time with Lucky. Baby, I got a story to tell. Y'all, if y'all got time to listen, so if you ain't doing nothing too, the fuck in. Come on with it, because we talking real shit. So if you just tuned in, before we do anything, let's just address the one thing I need you to do. I need you to subscribe to this channel if you're just now visiting. Shout outs to the 32 subscribers that are still here. I am hoping and rooting for many more subscribers. So as I said, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification button. So when I got something to talk about, whether it's me singing, making you laugh, traveling and giving you content, you'll be the first person to get it. So let's just get into the title, story time. So, I was online, somebody sent me a message on one of these sites I be on called Adam for Adam. So he hit me up, his name was Kevin. Kevin, like, I'm just trying to, I'm trying to kick it. I'm like, oh, okay, I wasn't doing nothing. I think, what was this, the weekend? This past weekend it just passed. I'm like, oh, I ain't doing shit. He like, yeah, I rarely bottom. I don't know if you know, if you just not tuning in, you know what that is. Bottom is pretty much taking it up the fucking rear. Okay? And I don't do that. You know what? I park my Big Mac truck. Park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage. So he was looking to, get his garage opened up. So I'm like, oh, I'm down for it. He came over, y'all. Fine in the motherfucker, 5'9", I say about 185. He wore his hair in like a short blonde at the type situation. And I mean, ass for days. COVID-19 did my man's wonders. So as the night proceeded, we kicked it. I mean, had a good ass night, y'all. Are y'all listening? We had a good ass night. I'm thinking shit cool. We spitting bedroom shit, talking about we about to get to know each other. It's the first day, 'cause that's how you know the sex is good. When we like, oh yeah, what you doing tomorrow? So he came over the next day, y'all. 2 days. We 2 days in, y'all. I mean, we is in a bliss. Okay. 2 days in. Second day, we talking about, oh, okay, well, let's just figure out, hang out, get to know each other, right? At this point, we exchanging information. It's the second day. I know y'all like, damn, bitch, you moving too fast. I wasn't moving fast like trying to get in a relationship, but I'm like, okay, if this is going to be like a rock steady, baby, type situation, like a FWB, we need to figure out just our first, last name, how old you are, where you from. Y'all know the basics when you kicking it with somebody. So we chopped it up. He was sharing information with me, told me, little snippets and all that. Now, granted, when he came over here, he had a beard. And as he was telling me this story, he said he was cut from here to his shoulder, y'all. It's a cut from here to his shoulder. All of a sudden, when he started talking about the story, he started telling me he had a kid. Okay, well, talk about it. Let's talk about it. You got a baby. He said, yeah, my baby mama did this to me. I said, why? He got quiet. He didn't explain why. I'm like, oh, okay, it's the second day in. When you trying to get to know somebody, hey, they said be careful what you ask. I asked about the story he told me, which led to other situations. He was like, yeah, I've been out of a relationship now for 2 months. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I've been single for a minute. He like, yeah, I know. I'm like, what do you mean you know? He said, yeah, I've been keeping up with your profile online. Do y'all hear this? I've been keeping up with your profile online for about 2 years now. I just decided to talk to you now to try something different. Try something different? Motherfucker, who do you think I am? Some try me down, try me and keep it pushing? That shit kind of made me mad, but I'm like, oh, okay, well, we kicking it. We have a conversation. The only thing you can do is really actively listen and find out shit from somebody. Am I right or am I right or am I right or am I wrong? I'm just saying. So we kicking it. Had another good night. I mean, the wham, bam, bam, thank you, man. He went home. He claimed that he was doing schoolwork and, working at home. What? No, I'm sorry. He didn't say he worked. He just said he was in school. I said, oh, okay, cool. So he went home, he claimed he did his schoolwork, but before he left, his ex called his phone, y'all. His ex called, like, did you send that 1,050? Because I need that 1,050. He like, yeah, it should be in your account. I'm like, you can have this conversation after you leave, and that's the one thing I don't tolerate. I don't care what the fuck is going on. If you are in my presence and I am in your presence, I expect you to give me your undivided attention just like I'm going to give you mine. And I did not understand for the life of me why you answering your phone for your alleged ex, who apparently is calling about a recent income or transaction that y'all supposed to be doing. So that means not only was you lying to me, you still dealing with your ex. But you telling me all this shit in the bedroom. And if I ran down the list of the shit this motherfucker was saying, y'all be like, oh, okay. So third day he come over, we kick it. Real good, cool. Had a good time. Made all these plans for the next day, y'all. We were sitting there talking, we supposed to get some weed, get a little drink. He hyping it up. I'm going along with it in my mind thinking this is really about to happen. And this is where I get frustrated dealing with motherfucking people. If you make plans or if you decide in the midst of it that you changed your mind or you don't feel like being bothered, y'all need to learn how to fucking speak up. I don't get the ghosting someone. So completely, so you're not saying nothing at all. Is you pretty much telling me that you good on me. But what really pissed me off, audience, is this motherfucker reached out to me. You took the time to type that motherfucking message in to send to me. And I know y'all probably be like, well, you took the time to accept it. Of course, I'm on a website trying to meet and greet, shit, just to keep 100 with y'all. I'm on this website trying to get me some ass, and I thought I found some ass. When I found ass like something on a regular basis. Because this is what they told me on the messages. You get what I'm saying? So last night, we were supposed to link up. He claimed he was going to schoolwork. I had called him. I'm like, are we still on for the night? He said, oh yeah, I can't wait. Bet it up. I got a little weed, got a little drink. I had got some more Hennessy. Okay, drinking Henny out the bottle, let's get ratchet. I got some Hennessy. I was ready to turn up, have a good time. He said the same thing. He said, okay, well, call me back around 10 o'clock. I'm like, all right, do you need a ride? Because granted, this motherfucker didn't have a car, but he stays 10 or 15 minutes up the street from me. So I'm like, yeah, I'll come get you. I got me a little whoop outside. So 9:45 all around, I have just got done cleaning up my apartment. I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to go ahead and go get some liquor. I go get the liquor. It's about, 9:56. I hopped in the car. I called. Ring. No answer. So I'm like, okay, he probably still wrapping it up for school. I go home. I come in. I put up all my stuff. I roll up a blunt, take a shot. I'm like, okay, well, I'm about to pre-game before he come over. Cool. Because once again, he want me to park my Big Mac truck in that garage. So I'm like, oh, bet it up. Granted, we've been kicking it for now 3 days, y'all, so this is the 4th day. Y'all heard the story. We both agreed on linking up. I didn't hear anything in the voice or in the tone of, oh, I'm just saying it's just because. Like, if y'all heard him on the phone, y'all would be like, okay, I'm convinced too. And this is where I get pissed off and it burns my fucking skin. I call, no answer. I text, no answer. I waited about 10, 15 minutes, call back right around this time. Now, it's like 10:30. I'm like, texting like, are you coming through? What's going on? So then I get a FaceTime call from him. And I answered, he like, oh, and hung the phone up. I'm like, what? But when he answered, there was people in the background. You heard music. It was a party. It was a party. Why couldn't you just tell me that when I called you the first time? You could have picked up the phone and said, change of plans, Lucky. I'm hanging out with my sister and my family. I apologize about the late notice. I'll catch up with you. Granted, I'll probably be upset. Who wouldn't be mad when plans are canceled? But it's the open communication. It's the communication that's meaning you told me what you about to do, and it's only up to me to figure out what I'm going to do after that. But to ghost me and then pocket dial me, I ain't gonna say pocket dial me, but call FaceTime me to pick up the phone and look crazy when you answer the phone. Like, that's that type of shit that makes me so fucking mad in this story time, I'm telling y'all. Be careful who the fuck y'all fuck with. Like, at the end of the day, people are out here to waste your fucking time. Like, once again, as y'all heard earlier in the story, you reached out to me. For me to be ghosted, that's the worst shit in the world. That is the one thing I cannot get back is my fucking time. I cannot get my time back. I cannot get my time back. So I had to really just get on here and tell a story. To make a long story short, I ain't fucking with him no more. But I will say in the words of Jasmine motherfucking Sullivan, I bust the windows out you. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Because I don't like that type of shit. I don't like that. Like, you could have just been an honest motherfucker and told me how you felt. But it's the misleading that fucks me up. Oh, we doing one thing, but you had a whole nother event that you could have just clearly told me you wanted to. I wanted to see you. You agreed to it. When I asked you what I wanted to see, when I said, can I see you? You should have been like, oh, I got plans. What else can I do but find something else fuck to do? So y'all, if y'all just tuned in, remember one thing for sure if you listening to this or just tuned into the story time. Be careful who the fuck y'all fuck around with. Ask questions, y'all. Be honest up front. Don't waste no time. Don't be passive aggressive with these males or females at this point. In my case, I'm fucking around with these motherfuckers. Ooh. It's baffling. But that's my story time. I ain't gonna keep too long. Like I said, be careful who the fuck y'all fucking with. And make sure y'all subscribe to my channel. And I'll be back with more story time with Lucky the King. I love y'all.